On this week's show, I talk about mine and my best mate's trip to Skegness. I talk about what I've been up to in the last 12 months since the last series. And I talk all round bollocks. This is Moyes N More.
Hello, yes, and welcome back to the brand new series, Series 3 of Moyes N More. Now, you may remember last year at the end of Series 2, I said we may be back, we might not. There was a lot of confusion. We are back. We were supposed to be back on Friday the 29th of March, which was going to be Brexit Day, but like Theresa May, I needed the extension because I'm a busy person. And also, Theresa May suffers with the same condition her father suffered with, because he struggled to pull out as well. Now, seriously, I've been very busy. There's been a lot of changes in my life from last year, where I was doing a course what I didn't really want to be doing, so this was my main priority. But this year, I'm doing a course that I love doing, and I'm busy doing. I'm making a film, I'm making a new TV show, so this gets pushed out the way a bit. But I'm proud to say I'm back, and now my mind is on this. I'm going to be doing this. And also, it was supposed to be back a few weeks ago, but then my brother's had a knee operation, so he was floating about the house and I couldn't really get any filming done. But we are back now. Hopefully it will be on a weekly basis. And there's a few changes to the series this year. Bullshit will be back during the series, but there's going to be none of them little documentary things I do on sitcoms or comedians I like. It's just going to be me rabbiting on, playing some bullshit, talking about what's been going on in the week, and every week at the end of the show, this is a little surprise. I only thought of it about 5 minutes before filming. You know how we've had a Beatles theme on the show for a while now? Well, at the end of each show, in a bid to get more people in, I'm going to be covering a Beatles song every week. So who's going to be looking forward to that? A lot has happened to me since Series 2. I got a girlfriend. No, don't cheer. Don't cheer. It really wasn't worth it. Really wasn't worth it. 4 months. 4 months and I got bored, so I thought, do you know what? I don't want to extend this job contract, because that's what a relationship is, isn't it? A relationship is a job contract. You sort of, in that talking stage, it's like the interview, isn't it? The interview. So you're like, yeah, come down for an interview, see how you get on. The talking stage. Talking stage goes well, interview goes well. You get sort of the trial session. You know, like a week's trial. You know, come and do a couple of shifts, trial. So you go on a couple of dates. So trial, works well. Do you want the job? Yeah, I'll have the job. I'll have a girlfriend. You have a girlfriend. This is when the system goes a bit downhill, really, if I'm honest with you. What should happen is you sign a contract. Sign a contract, say 6 months. 6 months. 6 months contract. We'll then have a meeting at the end of the contract to see if we want to continue with this job, our relationship. I got to 4 months and I wanted to extract the contract. I didn't want to be in this job anymore. I wanted a new job. In fact, I didn't want a job at all. I didn't want a job. I'm now jobless, girlfriendless, which was my decision. So I think I was with her for 4 months, and it's now coming up to 4 months that I ditched her, you know, sacked her, you know, get out, you're fired. You know, it's coming up to about 4 months since then. And I can honestly say, and this isn't me being hostile, because, you know, she was my girlfriend and I sort of liked her. But I've enjoyed these 4 months more than the 4 months I spent with her. And I'm not lying to you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not lying to you. So that happened. Also, I've done a bit of acting, because in the course I am now, I'm in a media course instead of an engineering course. I am doing media-related things. Hence why I'm late with this, because I was working on a film, a short film, about drink driving. I don't drink drive for legal reasons. Drink driving. Me and my mate Chantel, we wrote it. I was sound man, she was cameraman girl. We had a producer and a director, but we won't worry about them because they were as useless as a knitted condom. But we also starred in it. And here's some clips of our fabulous acting.
Haven't been getting on. Since we moved in, everything's changed. You're always in a grump. She made me feel wanted. That's more than you've ever made me feel. I wanted to move in because I didn't realise you were a miserable, self-obsessed, whinging bag. What's happened to you? You used to be so happy and lovable. Well, why don't you just fucking get on with it then? I'm off to the pub.
Oh yeah, off you go. Go off to that skank of yours. Don't bother coming back.
I'll have another one in there, please, love.
I think you had enough, sir, don't you?
Fine. I'll go somewhere where I will get served.
Get out, you're barred.
Fine, I'm going.
So what a brilliant acting that is, and the film sort of isn't public because Chantel thinks that she doesn't look good enough in the film, so she's not letting me public the film. So yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, as you can see, you only saw the best bits there, but there was a lot more outtakes than the actual footage itself. So I don't think I will be an actor, which brings me on to my next project, which is basically this, but better. I booked out an actual TV studio. Chantel's going to be my co-host, like Phil and Holly. We're going to be in This Morning. We're going to be on This Morning in about 15 years' time. You listen to me. So we'll be doing that, a TV show like Moyes N More, just better because I'll have a wing lady, wingman girl. But anyway, I don't know why I mentioned that, to be fair. But yeah, I'm enjoying life at the minute. And a few weeks ago, this is my main topic for today's show. A few weeks ago, me and my best mate Skipper went to, remember the last two series I've written a script for something particular I find funny, or make a joke about something in particular. Well, this year I'm going to be doing it differently. I'm just putting my life experiences or something I've seen, and I'm going to tell you about it in a funny way. So it's not as scripted, basically. It's more sort of, caning, Russell caning on Facebook. It's like that, but better. Sort of, a little bit. So me and my best mate Skipper, we went to Skegness a few weeks ago. We always had this joke at school that we were going to go to Skegness one day, and our maths teacher, Mr. Gascoigne, Ian Gascoigne, he was going to be like, boys, grow up, you're not going to go to Skegness, it's a shithole. We're like, Scoigne, fucking leave us alone, mate. So it was an ongoing joke for a long time. We never really meant that we were actually going to go. But me and Charlie are big fans of Jim Davidson, whose band I am wearing for his charity Care After Combat. Information that will be down in the description if you want to have a look at that. We're big fans of Jim Davidson. In fact, I've got a fucking mask of him. I turned up at Charlie's house on the day we were going to Skegness. I knocked on his door with this on my head. I knocked on his door, ready, with this. Knocked on his door. Didn't fucking answer the door, his stepmum did. I was stood there on the fucking doorstep looking like that. What a twat. Never even met his stepmum before. So we were going to Skegness. And it was a 3-day sort of vacation sort of thing. Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And literally from the moment I got to Charlie's house and left my car there and got in his car, from the moment that happened to the moment we got home, it was just laughs after laughs after laughs. It started off on the way there, right? On the way there, I fucked up. I was in charge of navigation, he was driving, I was navigating. I thought, I can do this, how hard can it be? Turns out, quite bloody hard. We stopped off at King's Lynn, Mackey's. You got to stop off at Mackey's on a road trip. We stopped off at Mackey's in King's Lynn and had a bite to eat. Of course, it was on me because Charlie never has any money. It was on me. So were the tickets, but I'm not going to bring up who paid for what, am I? We stopped off at Mackey's for a burger and that. We got back in the car, reset the sat-nav to the postcode at Andy's caravan, and we went down this long road, about 20 minutes on this straight road, then about 10 minutes on a road going that way, and about another 20 minutes on a road going back. And we were parallel to the road we went that way on, because there was these glass greenhouse things dotted all about. We're like, Charles like, mate, and we already been down here. I said, no, we're following the sat-nav. Sat-nav wouldn't send us the wrong way, would it now? Long story cut short, we get to this roundabout. Mackey's is over there. The sat-nav had took us an hour diversion because it thought a road was closed, but in fact it wasn't. So we could see where we stopped for lunch about an hour ago. So that was the first thing that fucked up. And from then it was sort of quiet, you know, nice little journey up. But there's so many fucking speed cameras on the way into Skeggy. When you get to sort of a couple towns outside of Skeggy, these fucking speed cameras, there's literally one every fucking 100 yards. Literally, I'm not even bullshitting. There's one every 100 yards. And we were thinking, the fuck? Why is there so many speed cameras? I'd never been to Skeggy before, but Charlie said it's a shithole. And we live near Yarmouth. And he said it's worse than Yarmouth. And if someone says something's worse than Yarmouth, you're like, nah, stop bullshitting. But it was dreadful. And there's all these speed cameras, and we're thinking, what the fuck is there so many speed? Who the fuck's rushing to get into here? I mean, at least have them on the way out when you're rushing to get away. And the roads were so shit, potholes everywhere. He's got a lowered Ford Fiesta 1.6 litre Fiesta Z-Tech S, right? Lowered. Comfortable car, but you feel every fucking bump you hit. And there's holes everywhere as deep as that. You know, fucking hell, what was that? And every bump you hit. So in Skegness, you don't drive on the left of the road. You can't. You drive on what's fucking left of the road. And when we got there, we stopped there for petrol. We went into the petrol station, and as soon as we turned up to Skegness, we were looking out the windows, and these fucking fat women and fat men walking about, fucking shirts like that, and the belly hanging out. You know the ones I mean? And we're like, oh, fucking lovely locals, aren't they? They're all so lovely. They're so polite as well. They're so polite. We were in the petrol station one day. We're like, oh yeah, we need a lighter. So we went and got a lighter. We're like, oh, we'll have your cheapest lighter, please, mate. He said, yeah, it's £4 for £1. All right, I want one, please. He said, yeah, it's £1.26. Like, why? Well, I don't know, I don't like the rules. Lovely locals. But yeah, everything about Skeggy was so shit it was good. We went there in sort of not summer season, right, and nothing was open. It was March, beginning of March we went there, nothing was open. What did we fucking expect? I don't know. But we woke up on it was a Saturday, the second day we were there. We woke up, like, it's fucking raining and windy outside, what should we do? Do you know what we decided to do, ladies and gentlemen? We put our swimming trunks on and went swimming. When I say went swimming, I mean walking around Skegness in our swimming trunks in the wind and the rain, trying to find Butlins, which was closed when we got there. So we were walking around Skegness, beginning of March, fucking rain and wind, shorts on, walking around looking for something to do. Went to the beach, right? More like a fucking football pitch, the amount of grass that was on there. It was fucking ridiculous. So the main reason for going there, as I've said, was to go to see Jim Davidson. And after we saw Jim Davidson, well, before we got VIP tickets, right? They cost 15 quid, right? This fucking got me riled. We paid. I paid because Charlie's never got any money. But why would I bring up who fucking paid for what? VIP package, 15 quid each, so 30 quid on top of the original ticket prices. With that, you get one free drink and a bowl of nibbles. And I don't mean a fucking bowl of nibbles like that. The fucking bowl of nibbles, I'm just going to see what I can use as a demonstration. And I think this shot glass is the nearest thing I can fucking get. And the phone's ringing. So I'll be back in a sec. Nothing to worry about, just someone wanting to have an autograph. Joking. Where was I? Yeah. The nibbles was a little bowl. And I'm not even shitting when I say a little bowl. I'm trying to find something. And the shot glass is the most thing I can think of. Literally something like that, just a bit more sort of wider. Probably the diameter of two like that. About that size. Right. With little fucking cheesy biscuits in. One bowl of them. One free drink. 15 quid. Bloody rip-off, I tell you. Absolute rip-off. So after we saw Jim Davidson, we went out and hit the pubs and the clubs. And the clubs and the pubs down there, man, they're shit holes, they are. We went in one, Wellies, and I know why they fucking call it Wellies. Because you need your fucking wellies to go in there, because the carpet's soaked with fucking booze. You're sticking to the fucking floor. You're like, what the fuck's going on here? And we stayed in there for a pint, went out. We'd already had about 2 or 3 at Jim Davidson, so we were a bit worse for wear, as they say. And as soon as I left Wellies, I thought, oh, fucking hell, Skipper. Skipper, I don't feel very well. I don't feel very well. He said, what's up with you then? What's up with you then? So I don't know. Must have been that fucking drink. We had dark fruits. Bloody love dark fruits. And I thought, oh, bloody hell. You know when your mouth gets warm before you're going to throw up? I went, oh, fuck no. Just walked out the fucking door. I thought, went on my fucking shoe. I threw up on my shoe and my jeans. Do you know what I said? Right. Time for more. So we went to another pub, same story happened. There's fucking karaoke on this one. Then we went to another club, and because we got kicked out of all the other ones, that's how we were moving out. We're like, oh, fucking hell, stumbling about like that. Bouncer says, think you two need some air. We're not fucking going anywhere, you pub shit mates. Fucked off. And the last club we went to, it's called Buster's. Or Cush, one of the two. Buster's Playhouse, and then it was merged with Cush. And we got search, put your arms out, beep, 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 empty your pockets, a receipt, things like that. We put them back, things in our pockets, and a weed-scented lolly fell out of Charlie's pocket because he went to Prague a few weeks before. It was an empty lolly, already been sucked, like most of the men in the club. And they were like, you can't come in here. So we're like, fuck off, you bastards. So we got kicked out of that one. So we were stumbling home. We got kicked out of every fucking club and pub in Skegness. There was nowhere to go. So we were stumbling home, singing Max and Paddy, Road to Nowhere. Like, best of all, we won't pay council tax. Singing that around fucking Skegness. And we bumped into this lady on the way. And we're like, excuse me, madam, you know where any clubs are? She's like, there's Buster's. We're like, can't go there. Wellies, there's Wellies, can't go there. And then we got talking. About 20 fucking minutes we were stood there. She's like, oh, I love you kiddies coming here. Yes, I love children, me. She was just banging on. She looked at me, and this is no bullshit. Skipper, if you're watching this, you will know I'm telling the truth, every fucking word of this. She looked at me, she's like, yeah, I like you. You remind me of my son. Yeah, he's 30 now, and I know he's not all there. So I got called special needed by a bloody drunk woman I've only just met. And you know what made that story funnier? It's the second time I got called special needed that week, because my lecturer at college called me special needed for my acting, which you've already seen. But all that aside, oh yeah, I'm looking at my notes now, and that's reminded me. We were walking home disorderly, and the kebab shop. It's a kebab shop. 2019 we're in. 2019, people are changing genders, but this fucking kebab shop doesn't take card. And me and Charlie, we walk in, and I don't want anything because I never eat after a night out. Charlie was propped up the fucking counter like that, and I was propped up the other toilet like that. Looked worse for wear. And Charlie was like, "You got any cheesy chips, mate?" And the bloke behind them was like, "Cheesy chips, yes, we can do cheesy chips." Fucking 5 people, 2 o'clock in the morning, running a chip shop. Why the fuck do you need that? And we were about to pay. I say we. Charlie was about to pay on his card. And he said, "Oh, no, we don't take card." Well, you don't take fucking card. It's 2019. People are changing their genders and you don't take cards. You take the piss, mate. And Charlie looked at me, no word of a lie, said, "Guess this is on you then." So I guess it fucking is like everything else, but let's not get bogged down with who's paid for fucking what now, shall we? And then we were walking back after we had the cheesy chips. And one of them spat wagon shops, you know, them fat ladies' scooters, you know, that fat people sit on because they're too fucking idle to walk. And there was a shop with them out the window, and Charlie's banging on the fucking window like, "Fucking cheesy chips." I'm like, "You've already fucking had them." And we got back to the caravan. Now, this is the main part of the story. The caravan was the best part and the shittest part of the fucking holiday altogether. We got to the campsite Friday at about 3 o'clock. Went into reception. Said, "Yeah, we're here to stay in a caravan." And I'm like, yeah. "Yes, that's why we're here." She said, "Is it a private van?" Said, "Yes." So it took us half an hour to find a fucking van, the van what we were staying in. Got him. Fucking, before this we were trying everyone else's van. I'm like, "Fucking, is this ours?" We got in, literally, you know what fucking static caravans are like, right? This one was we were taking beds apart and looking, there's a fucking hole in the floor. Right, no wonder it's fucking cold. There's a hole above the cooker. The only thing that fucking worked in that caravan, right, was the fire alarm. Literally the only fucking thing that worked. We didn't know how to work the cooker. We didn't know how to work the cooker, so it was one of them gas ones. Who fucking uses gas these days? And we didn't lift that top bit up. So we were carbon monoxide poisoning ourselves. And the alarm went off, so we thought, fuck this, take the batteries out. We went down to Co-op to, big up Co-op. We went down to, I still work there. Went down to Co-op to get a meal deal. Andy rang me up, the bloke who's caravan. Like, "Alright, Jake, what are you doing?" So just at Co-op, "Andy, what are you doing?" He said, "I just missed you." I said, "Just missed us, where are you?" I said, "I just popped into the van." "Right, yeah, just popped a new rug in for you. Cheers. Bye, Andy." "Yeah, take your time." "I'll take your time. I'm not rushing back to come and see you." And literally, the caravan was so shit, nothing worked. The telly didn't fucking work. It was cold. And after we got back from the club, there was nothing to do in the caravan, so we thought, fuck it, let's play Monopoly. 3 o'clock in the morning, drunk Monopoly. And because we've been in Northern land for like a day now, we were Northern. We were playing Monopoly like tut 1, tut 2, tut 3, tut 4, tut community chest, tut tut. And it was brilliant. It was fun. It was so crap, it was fun. And then in the morning, Charlie was pissed as a fart. He always does. He don't know when to stop. And this was the Friday night. And I was then cuddling down to go to bed. All this fucking banging about on the walls. Fucking put a whole door fucking off its hinges in the morning. We're like, "Oh, look, better not fucking tell Andy about this." And in the morning I was laying there and I heard, you know that sound when you're igniting a fire or something on gas? And then the next sound scared me. Thought, fucking hell, what's that? Better get up. And there's fucking Charlie sitting in the thing with his duvet around him, trying to light the fire because it was so fucking cold. And he left the gas on so much that when he pressed the igniter button, it exploded in his face. It was brilliant. So then the last day, we went to a few shops. And I walked in. The sort of hardware shop, you know what I mean? The sort of city hardware shop that like a no man owns. I walked in, I'm like, fucking hell, it's like a shit B&Q in here. All the workers turned round. I thought I was on the fucking Voice. I thought, well, fucking hell, something I said. But Skeggy was so good, and Charlie's girlfriend messaged him up. He said, "Oh, has Jake found himself a nice Skeggy bird yet?" So I said, "Hang on, get her up on the phone. Get her on the phone." So I spoke to her on the phone. I said, "Right, hang on a minute, Megan. Right. You said, has Jake got a nice Skeggy bird yet? I got one question for you. What do you want me to find? A nice bird or a bird from Skeggy?" Because literally, The nicest looking woman we found in Skegness was that fucking 50-year-old that called me special needed. And that's no word of a lie. That's no word of a lie. But the funniest thing that weekend, this was after we got kicked out of the club. We were standing there, we were about to have a cigarette, and social smoker. And we were standing there, and this fucking northerner, you're like, mate, are you selling a wacky backy? Like, no mate, we don't do it. He said, are you fucking lying to me? Like, no, we don't do it, mate. He had his mate walking the dog, like, come and see your mate. And my Charlie was wearing one of them silver fucking rings on his finger. And this northerner was like, fucking hell, is that silver gold, mate? Give us a go. And he tried to tug it off his fucking finger. Oh, you fuck off over there, you cunt. Go and walk your dog with your mate that you probably stole. You know that lady that we saw 20 minutes later? She was looking for a fucking dog. And then, when he went to turn away, he looked at me. And I'm like, fucking hell, mate. And then Ray-Bans! And then he grabbed my face. He grabbed my face and tried to put them off. I'm like, fuck off over there, walk your dog, you twat. Oh, the Northerners, the lovely fucking locals. And literally all weekend, we could have made 3 in-betweeners movies out of that. We could have made 3 in-betweeners movies out of that, I tell you. And there was a saying, we kept saying, every sort of 5 minutes. Right. Still, could be worse. And let's not get bogged down with who's done what. Cause it was sort of like Top Gear, just sort of that banter between us. And Skegness is a fucking lovely place. It is a lovely place. And the song of the weekend was Max and Paddy's Road to Nowhere. So me and Charlie, on the way home, we were sort of changing it up a bit. We're like, and best of all, we won't pay Andy back for all the damage that we caused. But I got home and I seriously had to think about things, what I can say about it. So I come up with this. Don't know why we're going, I'm not one for moaning, driving on the road to Skegness. Classy skeggy women, gonna do some swimming, driving on the road to Skegness. And we won't get mugged by anyone, even the northerner outside the club. Moyes and Skipper, Moyes and Skip, this was the bestest skeggy trip. Brilliant, isn't it? That is brilliant. I wrote that all by myself. So I think that is enough for today's episode. That story really longed out. So I'll just have a quick roundup of what's been going on in the last couple of weeks. Madeleine McCann documentary, that finally dropped, and we all done a Madeleine McCann while watching it because we all got lost half through, got bored and wandered off. What else has happened? There's not really a lot been happening. It's just Brexit, and it's a load of bollocks, and I don't want to mention it anymore. So this week's Beatles song that I will be performing is When I'm 64. Thank you very much for watching the return of Moyes N More. If I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window. Take care, and I'll see you on Moyes N More next week. Thank you very much. Toodle pip, alright? When I get older, losing my hair, many years from now, will you still be sending me a Valentine? Birthday greetings, bottle of wine. If I'd been out till 2:45, would you lock the door? And will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? Be older too, and if you say the word, I could stay you. I could be handy mending a fuse when your lights have gone. You could knit a sweater by the fireside. Sunday mornings go for a ride. You do in the garden, digging the weeds. Who could ask for more? And will you still need me? And will you still feed me when I'm 64? Every summer we could rent a cottage in the Isle of Wight if it's not too dear. We shall scrimp and say, grandchildren on your knee. Vera, Chuck and Dave. Alright Dave? Alright, what? Alright Davey boy, send me a postcard, drop me a line, stating point of view. Indicate precisely what you mean to say. You're sincerely wasting away. Give me your answer, fill in a form. Mine forevermore. Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?